Hey, what's up guys? Showing you another counterfeit lighter. Well, specifically counterfeit Zippo. The other ones had been on Vietnam era Zippos. Just did a video on this one. And I want to show you a non-wartime Zippo, but still, you know, military related. All right. This one it's got an emblem on the front that is attached. Okay. And it's a little dark, but hopefully you can see that. It says United States Army. You know, there's the seal on top, some stars. There's a tank here, a soldier. It's pretty cool. You know, cool design. Besides that, just plain chrome Zippo. Markings on the bottom. We have Z on the left side, the logo, and X2, or the Roman numeral 12, which represents, I think, 1996 for markings. Bradford, PA, made in USA, that's all spelled right. This is stamped into the bottom, so very cool. We open it up, there's our insert. See what kind of markings we have on here. Our fingerprints. All right, X2 and then A. And it says after fueling, wipe lighter and hands dry before igniting. The back says do not fuel near open flame. Keep out of reach of children. All right, so what's going on with this lighter? Well, as the title probably says, can't have any surprises here on YouTube. This is a counterfeit Zippo. This is not a genuine Zippo. I'm gonna start from the inside out here. The insert, the markings are stamped into here, which is very nice, okay? X2 and A are real markings, but they're reversed. Okay, the A, or the letter that represents the month that the Zippo was made, is always on the left-hand side. So right away, something doesn't seem right. What it would be is A would represent January. Okay, that's how these markings work. If you have a letter, you know, certain years, most recent years, they show the month as well as the year, whereas the old ones just basically tell you the year. Now, A represents January, B is February, you know, and so forth. It goes by the alphabet. All right, so this should, what it means to represent is this was made in January 1996, but it's reversed, so I know that's not correct. Notice we do have the copper or brass, most likely copper pins for the construction. And you also notice that it doesn't say Zippo anywhere in the insert. All genuine Zippos say Zippo on the insert. It's part of the lighter. Because it can be removed, they still want to brand that product. So already, two things that are not correct. Well, three things that are not correct. Okay? Now I can go even into the construction of it and everything, but that's not necessary for this video. The felt pad doesn't seem right either. Some of the older ones did not have the writing on it, like fill, please fill here, or fill here, whatever it says on there. So you can't really go by that too much. The older ones are kind of harder because you have to have something to compare it to. And some of the collectors went through great extents to go through the collection to write down every single tiny note about it. You know, felt looks like this, you know, the coloration of this is such and such, blah, blah, blah. I mean, really in-depth. So we can, you know, definitively assume this is not a real insert. Okay, let's move on to the case. Now, I do not have a, you know what, let me grab one. Hang on just a second. I'm gonna grab a real Zippo because all I have is a bunch of fakes in front of me right now. Bear with me, still here. I'm coming. I know, guys, calm down. Hey, it's okay. I know, I'm running. Gus is freaked out. I could edit this. I don't know. That's stupid. Why did I make you wait? I don't know. All right, so here's a real Zippo, a newer one. But I can tell you that the dimensions of the case has always been the same, except for special models. Now, when we take a look at these two cases, disregard the emblem. Okay, the emblem is not what I'm trying to focus on here, so let's look at this. The thickness or gauge of the case is a lot thicker. Well, I shouldn't say a lot. It's noticeably thicker to the naked eye. Okay? Too thick. Perfect. Too thick. Also, the edges are pretty rough. They're rough cut. It's not finished like a real Zippo would be. It's very rough. Now, there are thicker Zippos these days. They're the Armor Zippos. Some of you guys are very familiar with those. That certainly wasn't around 1996. All right, so it's a bunch of malarkey. So already the case, it's too heavy, it's too thick. They did have full emblems like this on some models. I never saw this design. Now I couldn't possibly know all the designs. There's thousands of them. That's what's so awesome about a Zippo is you can collect so many different ones. So you can't go by like, oh, I never saw that before. But I'm just happy to mention, nah, never came across this one before. What else can I say about this case? So let's put the insert back in. The fake one. Oh, you know what? Let me show you a real insert. Now, of course, how they put the information on here is different. But if I show you here's the one that's not right. Here's the one I was talking about is right because the month will always be on the left and the year on the right. In this case, it's past Roman numerals. It's 2010. Okay, I of 2010. So, anyway, and you can see the hardware or the pins. Everything else looks pretty much the same. What do we do? There we go, fake one. So I want to talk about this case. Alright, now the insert fits really good on this, which means it was a fake Zippo style lighter. It's the original insert, most likely. But let's look at these markings. Now, what makes this a little bit more unique is that it actually has a stamped marking, as opposed to the really cheap knockoffs that have a hand engraved marking, okay? This one being hand engraved because some people will go through more extents or jump through more hoops to make a fake than others. Some people take a cheap nothing blank Zippo style lighter and completely engrave everything they need to. Other people will actually take, and they're more convincing fakes because they'll take a real Zippo from say 1969, you know, a Vietnam year of service, and they'll take a genuine 1969 Zippo that's all beat up and they'll put engravings as if it was in Vietnam. That's much more convincing because you have a real genuine Zippo from the era, from that time. It's just the markings aren't right. Those are much harder to identify as being counterfeits because they're not counterfeit Zippos, they're just counterfeit markings. But what's unique about this is that someone took the time to actually make a stamp. Okay, they carved it out, whatever, put it through a machine, and actually have a stamp here. Now, the insert also had the Roman numeral 12, which represents 1996. The spelling's all right here. What's wrong with this? I know some of you guys are going, oh man, I know what it is. I know what it is. And you get a comment, oh, I knew what it was. Well, congratulations. The letter that corresponds with the month is a Z. Last time I checked, there's only 12 months in the year. Z is the last letter in the alphabet, just in case you didn't know, the American alphabet. Z does not correspond with any month, okay? It doesn't exist. It's a fake marking. A lot of times, these fake counterfeit Zippos will do something like this. I believe, honestly, I believe it's because they could put a real marking there. They can put J or they can put B or whatever. I think they do this on purpose to get around copyright laws. I'm not 100% on that. I don't know why, if they're going to go through the extent of faking this, they wouldn't actually fake it better, you know? My only assumption is they're dumb. And maybe they just don't know that it doesn't correspond. They just think they're random letters, whatever. In addition to that, even though this one's fake as well, see this rounded style? This is a canned bottom where it's pushed in. Some of the Zippos are flat on the bottom, real ones too. The shape is a little different. It's too squared off. Okay, the lighter itself is way too squared off, so it's not a real Zippo, even though this one, you know what, here, I got the real one right here. What am I doing? Real Zippos are more rounded. You can see how this is squared. Particularly, it's representing itself as a 96, and in 96 there weren't any squared ones, okay, unless they were commemorative. So the design's all wrong, the actual lighter's all wrong. The stamp is convincing, although it's wrong. So, anyway, another thing I want to point out real quick, it's going to be hard to see it in this. See how this is kind of like perfectly flat? Take your Zippo, because I know you got them. If you're watching this video, come on, I know you got a Zippo, so whip that thing out for me. Oh, come on, you guys are sick. Talking about your Zippo. See that? Every single Zippo has these two dimples, these two divots. Why, Jeff? Why are they there? Why are you talking in the third person? It's creepy. Don't do that anymore. Promise I won't. Those two marks right there are from the spot welding of the hinge. That's why all Zippos have that. Some people ask me, oh, I just got a Zippo and it's broken. There's something wrong with it. There's dents on the side. Should I call them? No, don't call them. They're going to laugh at you. No, they probably won't laugh. They're really nice there. But they will tell you what it is. These dimples are from the spot welding of the hinge. The hinge on every Zippo, although they're really old ones, there's an outside hinge. The hinge itself is two pieces, obviously. The hinge, two pieces with a pin through it. The one piece is just flat, okay, that goes up on the inside of your insert. Might be hard to catch that in the light. But that's just flat, okay, rides on the inside. And what they do, a little tack weld. Boom, done, it's connected. The top piece comes down flat, comes over here and back up. That's what you see in there. This is what catches your cam. That's your cam. This goes up and down. It runs on a spring on the bottom. It's shaped kind of like a knife blade, the tang of a knife blade. In this position here, it doesn't want to move because it's putting pressure now on a spring. Might be hard to see here, but there's a spring under there, a flat piece of metal that's bent. Now, as this rotates, because of the shape, at some point, it wants to stay in this position. So it's either this position or this position. Kind of snaps either way, right? The purpose of that is to keep it in this position, which would be open without closing easily. Or when it's closed, which you don't see, it's in this position. And in between this and the chimney, yes, I said chimney right, instead of chimney, is that little thin piece of metal that's part of your hinge. That keeps it shut. The whole purpose of this thing is so that your lighter, let me close it, is not flopping around, okay? This is what your Zippo would be in your pocket if it didn't have a hinge system, you know, or excuse me, a cam and cam spring. It keeps it shut. It's kind of like your detent in your folding knives. Keeps it shut. You don't want it open, so don't open it. And then when you open it, it keeps it from shutting. Now, of course, you do Zippo tricks, give it a little bit of a zing there, and it will shut. It overrides that spring pressure. Now, sometimes people say, oh, my Zippo doesn't close right. Well, that's because the inside of your hinge right there, it got bent. Not a big deal. Straighten it out so that it fits. It's going to rub up against this wall, okay, the wall, the lid, and then pop in that other position, keeping your lighter closed. God, I hate fingerprints. There we go. Oh, fresh and shiny. Shiny! Okay. So, how did I get into explaining that? I don't even know. Anyway, that's just how it works. Yeah. What the heck? Oh, that's what I was talking about. I just had a, you know, ADD moment. Yeah. So that's a fake. Lots of stuff tell me it's a fake. I know it's fake. I know it's a fake when I bought it for 10 bucks on eBay. And I was just happy as crap. Happy as pie. Did you ever hear that? Happy as pie or happy as slice of pie? Pie's not happy. People eating the pie's happy. So now you know a couple more things to look for in a counterfeit Zippo. So I hope you guys found this educational, perhaps entertaining. If you're not into Zippos, maybe watch it anyway because you like hearing my voice. For that, I say thank you. Much appreciated. That's all. If you have any questions or concerns or anything, post in the comments. If I can't help you out, maybe someone else could. Lots of other people out there who know lots of things about Zippos. And I hope you guys just annoyed excuse me, I think I said annoyed. I hope you enjoyed another Zippo related video. I'm trying to pump them out because there's a lot to say. And believe it or not, I can literally make 100 more videos pertaining to Zippos with every single video being something different. You think there's not much to them. There's not, but there's a lot of stuff I learned over the years, and I will share all that information with you. I just can't bombard you because there's people right now who just subscribe just for the hot sauce. And I know some of you are laughing and going, yeah, that's my least favorite thing. Yeah, different strokes for different folks, right? Some people just watch my gun videos, which have been seldom lately. I'm working on that. Some people just watch the knife videos. Some people just watch the vlogs. Some people just watch the food. And some people, and these are my favorite people, they love it all. And that makes me so happy. I can't even tell you. It's awesome. And funny. It's funny sometimes. People say like, ah, man, I don't even know what you're talking about. I just like listening to you. For that, I thank you. I thank you very much. It's very complimentary, so thank you. Anyway, it's getting late. Feeling weird. This is one of those like late night video. Actually, it's not even, what time is it? Oh, God. It feels like it's 1 in the morning. It's only 10:40 right now. Why am I even still talking? This video's over. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Take care.